can open up my mouth and say that this was irresponsible and this was bad, right? So I don't know what the disconnect here is. I don't know what the issue is. I literally left for like 10 minutes and all of a sudden there's almost 900 people in here. So I don't know what was said that made so many people join and freak out. But at the end of the day, this is like ridiculous that the chat is actually trying to say that we should extend grace to this person when we don't even know all of the context yet. We don't even know if she was completely negligent at its entirety to sit up here and say that grace should be extended. Wait until that trial is done. Like, that's how I feel about the situation.
I think that's a fair statement to make. Des, welcome in, hon. What do you think about this issue?
Man, I think it's unfortunate either way, but some people just can't drive. They could be looking dead at the road and still tear some shit up, shoot. I feel like just because you got a license, I mean, they need to use a lot more discretion with who they be issuing them licenses to. And you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a road man. Like I drive for a living. I'm an owner operator, so I do have to use my phone and engage with my phone while I'm on the road. But I have a mount for my phone. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like the whole I don't do TikTok and drive. Even though I can set the phone up and I can listen, I just don't do it because I live in Atlanta. So you have to be on point. I gotta drive for not just myself, but for other drivers. These folks can't drive right here. It have been plenty of times where I done had to do evasive maneuvers for other people's wrongdoing. You just got to pay attention to what you're doing. That's really all it boiled down to, just being responsible. Because
just pay attention to what you're doing. That's fair enough. Let's try it one more time.
A miscalculation on that road, it can cost you. It can cost the person that's in the vehicle with you.
I'm gonna be
cost the people that's around you.
Okay, thank you.
That stuff dangerous, man.
It's very dangerous, and it can happen
I see it
to
every
anyone.
day. Anyone.
We read text messages. We take phone calls. We're looking at the GPS map. It can happen to any of us, but we still just have to be so careful because in a blink of an eye, everything can change. That's it. That's the message. In a blink of an eye, everything can change. Now, King, you said you would be respectful. I brought you back up. Welcome back up.
Sometimes I'll be lying, but I'm going to let Genty go before I say anything.
Well, real quick, Marmar has also joined us. Marmar, what are your thoughts?
Zia, what's up, man?
What's going on, love?
To my peoples in the chat, hey, yo, listen, right? I'm not here to police or anybody say, but don't stop talking about people behind their back. That shit is corny. On my soul, right? And Zia, you know I fuck with your platform as well as you, right? But every time I hear this, oh, well, let's not extend grace.
I don't think anyone said let's not extend grace. I don't think that was the topic at all.
Not you, Zia, but I'm saying I've been hearing that shit a lot lately.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So if y'all not going to talk some shit to her face, don't speak on her at all, right? I talk about the action, not the person. And I'm gonna land with that.
Fair enough. Okay. DJ, are we gonna try it again as well?
Yeah, well, I didn't even get a chance to speak.
Yeah, you came off a bit aggressive. What are your thoughts?
I won't bliss in the system, y'all.
No, I didn't come off aggressive at all, friend. I didn't say a word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts?
So I was gonna say two things, right? I wanted to come up. One, I don't think anyone is making excuses or not showing their condolences to the person who was unalived, right?
Right.
Like to put on Braid, and I'm very keen with words. You guys on the panel sat here and said that Braid said that what happened to that man was a joke. That's not what Braid said. Braid said the panelist speaking on the issue was a joke, specifically the Rasta Pasta guy that was smiling and smirking, you know what I'm saying, with his CDL while he driving and all this stuff. And like, it's just weird. You guys are sitting there saying people from messytok is making excuses for tea time while people are in this panel judging tea time, making excuses for that fake CDL driver that was smirking and laughing. You know what I'm saying? It's just not coming off fair. This is no disrespect to you, host. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm just giving my opinion on it. That was weird to me. Like for y'all to sit here and put that on Braid, saying that he was like, that's dangerous to put that on him.
Who is Braid? I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Okay.
On the top left, yeah, that was very dangerous and very, very sloppy to put that on him. And I'm not calling you sloppy. I'm just saying like that was crazy to me.
Well, hold on though. But let me say this though. I do understand what you're saying, but I think the difference is, and some people may not agree, but whenever they say drive hands-free, so if Rasta has a mount in which the phone is not being held in his hand, that does
be distracted by TikTok and looking at the
but
live.
Hold on one second, love. I'm almost done. Well, I got you in just a second. I think it's very important that we acknowledge the difference of being able to have two hands on the steering wheel versus holding one hand on the steering wheel and holding a phone, looking in the camera. Hold on, King. This ain't that platform, baby. I think we still have to acknowledge there is a difference having two hands on the steering wheel versus one. Do I advocate for driving with the camera on? Absolutely not. Do I think it's reckless and negligent? Absolutely. And I've also told Rasta this as well. But again, the life has still been taken and we are here now. And so we must move forward and try to spread awareness because this is something that we all have done. Now, King, go ahead.
I just came up here. I know I did say I was going to be respectful, and I will be mediumly. I just came up here to let my people know, to get everybody's names and plug them into systems and find their relatives. Is that
what you thought we were here for? Is that what you thought we were here for? To try to dock people for spreading awareness about a responsibility with driving? That's what you thought we were here for? Thank you, Knowledge. I appreciate that, Galaxy. And for anybody asking, the picture that was up, absolutely, that was my mother, 100%. I'm proud of my mother. I'm proud of my family. I try to live a straight-laced life because I do understand there's repercussions for everything that we do. Everything that we do has a consequence. That's the reality.
Point. This is bigger than tea time. We about to witness the downfall of messytok. Niggas about to go to jail. People started going unalive. Y'all just put Zia's mom on here just now.
Wait, the downfall of what? The
downfall of messytok is happening right now because it's feeling it's a real fucking life.
Is that true? Do we feel as though the downfall is coming?
No, I'm about to fucking land. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to land.
Go ahead, brother.
You can talk your bullshit because I ain't interrupt you, bro.
That's cool.
All right, then chill.
That's cool. Go ahead, brother.
So like I said, this is about to prove, and watch how people start moving now. Because now we get to see who is being selective and what they want to care about and what they don't care about. And we see y'all. We see y'all. If y'all do this every day, can't nobody come up here to say shit about shit.
I care about your mouth.
Period.
You care about his what?
I don't care what he said.
She didn't care about that. I don't like. Hold on, Trap.
She didn't care about the man that's on the live life. She didn't care about her own fucking life.
Hold on one second. This is the thing that I don't like, right? We cannot try to make this punitive to the people that are spreading awareness and having an opinion about a news article. This is on the news. I didn't write this article. Neither did any one of us on the panel write this article. So for us to try to then say, well, we're going to retaliate against people who speak about a social issue in which a man lost his life. It shows your lack of humanity and maturity. I did welcome in. Is it highly favored? Welcome, love. What are your thoughts?
So I had a question. So this live is to bring awareness. So my question to you is that something that you typically do? Because it almost sounds like the guy just said, well, this is the downfall of messytok. Like, is he your mutual? Is that like the goal of this TikTok? Because that's what it seems
You need to read the room before you come up here.
But highly favored. For 1 second, you're not familiar with me. Welcome in. I do a multitude of topics. We do news. We talk about social issues. We talk about relationships. I even platform my own bullshit from time to time. But I think.
So are you also bringing awareness to yourself and everybody on TikTok? Because as Heartbreaker said, a couple of people on this live said, we all do this. This can happen to anyone. We all use our phones. We all get distracted.
How many times have we said that, though? Highly favored?
This is not something that...
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Highly favored. We've been talking about this for a while now. I know you're probably new to this side. But again, this is I stream a bunch of different issues and topics. So yeah.
It just
Yeah,
sounds like it's
I'm not
really
driving
personal
and
when it
live
comes
streaming.
down to her
Okay,
because
highly
again,
favored. I know that you're new over here, so let me say this: we all know that Zia and Tea Time have their own personal stuff, right? But
that's exactly my
hold
point.
on,
Go
let me
ahead.
finish. So I didn't interrupt you. We all know that they have their own personal stuff. There's never been a time that Zia has been off limits when it comes to tea time either. Like we said with the courtroom stuff on Devi's panel, right? Or whatever the hell else it may be. Tea time never has an issue discussing Zia. So now it's being done to her. Outside of
So it
that,
is
hold on,
personal
No,
then.
hold
It's
it's
on,
not
not
about bringing
personal. I
awareness.
haven't
hold
said
on.
anything to
Outside of that,
slander anyone,
let me
and I've
finish.
been very clear with my intentions. But what I do, it doesn't matter. At this point, what I do find to be is it's interesting that we're more angry at the fact that this is being discussed than the message behind it.
And
It's not
outside of
about the
that,
person, it's about what has occurred and how can we as
Somebody lost their
people
life over some bullshit, over
be
right.
some
more
nigga shit.
responsible.
But Zia
No, it's
does. I
deeper
just
than
want to
that.
make sure. Can I
Over
finish
some
what I'm
nigga
saying, Trap,
messy
real quick,
TikTok
please?
shit.
Because I didn't interrupt nobody.
Ah,
Go
damn.
ahead.
Outside of that, Zia has definitely had panels where she's taken the time to bring awareness and stuff. Like when we had that last school pew pew. When we had that last shooting at the school, she brought awareness to that. Why is this happening to
Exactly.
these kids? What should we be doing? Should we
Right.
start homeschooling our kids? She will bring awareness and stuff. The reason why people are being a bit more sensitive is because everybody is aware of their personal beef. But
Okay.
It has nothing to do with that.
But
It
Perry, hold
does.
one
Zia has
second,
No,
never.
Perry.
it
Perry,
doesn't.
hold on,
Y'all
Trap.
wanted to be,
I don't
bro.
have beef. First of all, let me be very clear as somebody who does content as well. Don't have beef with Tea Time. I don't care about her and that.
each other out. Like,
Can you be quiet while I'm talking? That would be great. What I'm trying to explain is ultimately, this is a huge issue. This is not we ran over a cat or a dog. This is someone lost their life. So, regardless of any past discrepancies, whatever the case may be, that is totally irrelevant to what has occurred. And for us on this app right now, and some of us are driving, some of us are listening to this live. We still have to be careful. I don't understand how we can be so upset about someone saying, just be careful. And if for those who are so anxious to be a part of a platform where they try to tear people down, it's not about tea time. It's about us and our responsibility with our phones. That's it.
But you're talking about tea time though, right?
King, are you up here to suck on pussy or are you up here to talk about the prompts? I'm not sure because I haven't come yet. I haven't come yet.
I I don't think everybody does
My
it though,
thing is
Zia.
to add on what Barry was saying.
Let me know when to go. I've been patiently waiting.
Oh, I
you
just
just
wanted to
out here like a
briefly say to
motherfucker.
add on to what Barry was saying. The
Stop
thing
bringing
is
people up,
everybody's
please.
saying, oh, it's a personal issue. Zia's saying this because of their personal issues. It's been a personal issue. And when the shoe was on the other foot and Zia was being nitpicked for her shortcomings, like
Never
the reaction was drastically different. You guys capitalized off of it, used it for entertainment. You found it very funny that her shortcomings were brought up. And that's why I feel like personally, Zia is not obligated to extend grace to this individual. That's just how I feel.
This is
I
the thing. None of
personally
these
would.
people would be on Tea Times. None of these people would be on Tea Times panel saying any of the shit they saying right now. If this was Zia, period.
Right.
So I
That's
don't
what
want to
I'm
hear this
saying.
shit. So y'all keep saying she biased, y'all biased. Y'all over here for one. We don't never see y'all niggas.
I ain't
What's
gonna
the
lie. I
saying
don't
though?
think it's no different between drinking and driving for real. I think it's the
Right. It's
same.
absolutely not. And that's why I said earlier, even if I have a glass of wine, I'm taking an Uber. I don't give a goddamn.
What is
Now,
making this a personal attack other than it's her?
there's nothing personal about it.
It's a
Because if
Other than it's
anyone
her.
who's been here for
because
more than 5 minutes
it's
has
literally a
clearly
personal
heard
attack. Hello,
the
When is
intention
y'all
of the
gonna bring up the
message.
fact
Hold on
somebody
a second,
unalive over
Trap.
some nigga shit?
I'm explaining to you why it's a
Fact.
personal attack. Hi, host. My name is.
Goodbye. Meister Bryant, welcome in.
What's up? Thank you.
What are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts is about this. We've all made mistakes, right? And we talking about shit. So Tuna, everybody know Tea Time, and he say, but she this and third on the app and this and third. But My man just said it's not personal. It's very personal when people take them like that. The people now taking their last back is when the woman's been down. Understanding that shit, knowing, say, you know what? If I've made a mistake, what about my mistake got scrutinized just like this? How should I feel? Would all y'all want y'all same mistake? Like to put yourself in this woman's shoes. Did you want your mistake scrutinized just like this?
Oh,
You
we
have this
absolutely
woman.
have. And that's why, again, for those who may not be listening or so anxious to be part of the echo chamber and to cyber slurp their friends, this can be any of us. This could literally be me looking at the GPS map trying to figure out where the hell am I at? But the problem is when we are online streaming, it's going to be platformed. That's just the reality of the world that we live in with everyone with the device. Welcome in, Kilo.
Can I say something after Kilo?
Hold on one second, Ariel. Let's let Kilo have the floor. Kilo, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. So I don't know. I forgot her. The TikToker. I've seen her around, but I don't know much about her. But I don't even think that matters. But I think this whole shit, that's crazy, man. That I think, man, people got to turn this stuff on and off, man. If you're driving, I don't think you should be hosting. But I mean, it's just me, man. I don't host, so I don't know what all goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're probably multitasking, just for what I see from you, Z, and everybody else. And I think it's
But think about this, bro. You say,
hold on, my dear boy. I was in the middle of a statement.
Oh,
have you never?
yeah, let's let him land.
Hold on,
Hold on, Mize. Hold on. We listen to you. Let's allow Kilo to land.
15
Everyone's going to have an
seconds.
opportunity to talk.
Yeah, but when you think about this, when you're trying to decide whether or not you condone something, all you need to do is think about the person you love the most. And if that person got hit by a TikToker who was hosting a panel, and I don't even know if she was hosting or what, but how would you feel? How you feel about that now? When it's your mom, your dad, your sister, brother, son, daughter's blood. Well, it says fatal, so I'm assuming the guy must have passed away, huh? Fatal. That's usually what that means, right?
He did. Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
yeah, man. I don't know.
Have you ever drove in Texas?
I'm confused what's happening here. Are we just going to ignore the message? Are we just going to make this solely about the individual and not what has occurred? I mean, what are we talking about?
Focus on y'all personal issues versus the message.
Can we focus on the message? Is that possible?
Can I say something real quick?
And you know what? I think go ahead, Ariel, baby. Go ahead.
We've been talking about this for really honestly, the only 3 people that I saw talking about this today was me, Ashley, and Zia. Nobody else is talking about it. This is all public information. No one's making this up. No one's talking about her and saying, "Oh, gotcha, bitch."
Right.
Everybody's being warned on what could possibly happen to you if you do the crime. You're gonna do the time.
Facts.
Regardless. And she did the crime. So she's gonna have to do the time. So to sit here and act like Zia or anybody who talked about this topic is talking about this woman in a negative light, she did the crime. No one's talking about her specifically in a negative light.
Not at all.
Zia did not put that car in drive when she drove the vehicle. She did not. She did not hit that woman or hit that man.
No, this is the thing.
She was not on. Zia never drives. First off, I never even seen Zia drive when she was on live.
Always home.
So to come up here and try to pander to someone who really doesn't give a fuck about none of y'all and doesn't pay any of y'all's bills, to sit here and say that nobody is talking about this woman. I don't even know the woman like that. This is all factual evidence. If you go to your police department right now, you can look up and see if someone's in jail. That's public records.
Okay.
I land there.
Fair enough. King's
Say
Corner,
something real
welcome.
quick,
Yeah, go ahead, Kilo.
just say this again, man. When you drive,
Shut your ass up while you driving. Literally.
How do you know that he's driving? Is his camera on?
I am driving. I'm driving.
Begging and
talking. You're emotional.
And talking about
it's okay.
It's okay. It's so hypocritical, right?
It's okay.
Very hypocritical, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. I get all
Okay,
that.
hold on. If you come off of mute, I have to drop you. We're trying to get everyone heard. Go ahead, Kilo.
Y'all I'm driving right now. You know the difference is every single time it's 2025. Tell me
Nothing.
you ain't got a Jeep. Hold on, my dear boy. You gotta relax. Your boy's emotional.
Yeah, thank you, babe.
Everybody's distracted. It don't matter. I got a panel big as hell in my car, like that's installed. I press buttons on that to change the music. We're all distracted to some point. But my guess, and I'm not a TikTok host person, but my guess is that is a lot more involved. I don't know what she was doing. I don't watch her like that. I don't know her. But my point is, we're all distracted. It's tell me you don't know the difference between me having to hit the mute button and unmute button to say a thing or two. I can't read the comments and host a panel, but surely you know the difference. And if y'all boys don't, then man, hey, that's probably why you're at where you're at in life.
Fair enough.
I wanted to state that because I don't know if a lot of people have hosted before, but that is a completely different ballgame. You're in control of managing guests by bringing them up, dropping them down, muting them when they're over talking, especially if you don't have a ton of moderators and her panel was mainly empty. So it's fair to assume that there wasn't, right? Like look at the, when you look at the clip of when she hit the individual, there's only 3 people on her panel. So anyway, I'm going to continue what I was saying. Hosting is a completely different level of responsibility than just guesting on a panel where all you do is just control your mic. You can unmute your mic at a red light and then speak while your eyes don't even leave the road. That's not the same thing as hosting a panel where you got to make sure that the green screen is on, make sure that your backgrounds are clear, making sure that your guests are coming up and down, making sure that they're being muted, monitoring comment sections, making sure your likes are getting up, making sure GIFs are being made. Like, that's a totally different realm. So to say that it's the same thing is just blatantly dishonest.
Okay.
You know,
Can I say something?
Hold on one second, y'all. We have Martin who's joined us. Martin, what are your thoughts?
Okay. All right. When you're driving, you have a due diligent responsibility to the pedestrians on the street. And that's anybody. And even when you're on a panel, when you're hosting, no matter what, even if you're like the comments, then you're being distracted from what you're doing. There's always a distraction. And I don't think anybody should be TikToking while they're driving. That's
when you drove, my
hold
nigga.
on, please. Excuse me. Please. Thank you. I think that it's really irresponsible on the driver's behalf. But to bring something like this to awareness, it's a beautiful thing because now we know the consequences of what can happen if you're TikToking and driving. You know what I mean? I live in the state of California where the pedestrian has the motherfucking right of way, no matter what.
Nigga, you ain't saying nothing.
Bro, you got
We'll see you
one more
later,
time.
buddy. We try to give you an opportunity to act like an adult, but you are not capable of doing that. So we're going to move forward. I'm going to bring up new guests. Go ahead, Martin.
You know, and you really gotta honestly, you guys gotta really think of that. You're not just responsible for you. You're responsible for the cars around you, the pedestrians around you. You're responsible for everything that you can come in contact with a lethal weapon. That's what a car is. It is a lethal weapon. It can be so deadly, and it can be deadly in a blink of an eye. So if you want to take your awareness from something that can happen at the snap of your finger, then to me, that's very irresponsible. And whatever happens to you, you deserve it. You really do.
All right, thank you. Dat boy, what are your thoughts?
Didn't you used to be addicted to drugs and got your kid taken from you?
Oh, more rumors and lies. Interesting.
You know what's funny about this?
Man, just stop bringing goofies up. We can't even just bring niggas up here.
You can drop me. Appreciate you.
Almost like,
I mean, we can easily drop people. Kilo, you want to go?
Y'all can drop me. I appreciate you.
All right, I got you.
I don't understand.
Hold on, y'all. Ariel was talking, y'all. Let's let Ariel continue.
Do you want to let him back up?
No, we're not letting anybody up for right now. I will say this, though. It's funny how we continue to pivot. It's funny how we continue to try to drum up a bunch of lies and making up shit. Topic is not about Zia. Topic is about being aware, paying attention, and being careful. Interesting. Y'all keep on with the rumors though. They're funny.
Can I
The
say
funny thing
something?
about this is, it's almost like,
I'll say something to that.
huh?
I've been knowing T probably longer than anybody on here because I've been on here for quite a while. And tea time has always been messy. And all these people who are trolling because of her, uh, she will turn on them at a drop of a dime. And they just don't know it yet. She's worse than a rattlesnake. That the woman is messy as fuck. So anybody who takes her word for anything, you just as messy. And I'll let that go right there.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't understand why we not understanding. A man lost his life over some messy TikTok bullshit. She wasn't giving an inspirational speech or something so important she had to tell motherfuckers like, this was, I'm being messy. I can't be touched. I'm the badass. Damn, I fucked up.
You know what's crazy? And I hate to compare this situation to what this celebrity did, because what he did was crazy. It's almost like the R. Kelly case. Literally. The man did the crime. It's recorded. It's recorded in the situation. People don't want to believe it, and they don't want to take responsibility for the action that what that person did at all. But y'all want to sit up here and applaud this woman for what she has done and how she's, and I've seen her a lot of times before. This is not my first time seeing Tea Time. And you know the representation that she keeps in this messy talk. It's messy for a reason.
Zia, you know what's crazy? Out of everybody talking shit, me, you, Ross, a couple of people could really be going in on some shit. That's the funny part.
Right.
So I don't really even understand like what angle y'all coming from or what y'all hearing. Like we really have the right to be really on some despiteful bullshit right now. Every right.
But it's bigger than us.
Exactly. Like
So much
niggas ain't
bigger
on
than
that.
us. Because again,
So how is it personal?
this is the thing though. We can pivot away from the personal thing because anybody who's been listening for more than 3 minutes, it's not personal. Again, this is something that has happened. Just like if it was me, if it was CK, Rasta, you, whatever, right? Content creation is not about trying to, the news isn't going to say, no, we're not going to platform this because it's so and so. No, this is a social issue. Again, this is something that we all do. We all look at the phone. We all drive looking at the phone. I don't understand how we can try to make this something a vendetta. I didn't write this article. I didn't cause this collision. This is something that we have to be mindful of when we get on this app. I don't understand. That's it. That's it, and that's all.
Hold on. Let me crash out real quick. You sorry motherfuckers in the comments that keep bringing the motherfucking kids into this shit. Y'all need y'all motherfucking ass whooped. I'm gonna be dead ass serious about that. Leave the motherfucking kids out this motherfucking bullshit.
Oh, they love putting kids in it because that's the weak man's defense. I'm going to talk about your kids. Why?
It's the
Nah, they
comments a
pedos.
question.
If you
Do
ask
you
me.
do you guys, all the people here who are tea time supporters, right? Like true tea time supporters, because that's who's here right now, right? Do you guys feel like tea time should be held accountable for her actions? Because it's one thing. I don't know. Like I get supporting her, I get liking her, I get she's entertaining, I get she, may help you get through your day, listening to whatever it is that she's talking about. I personally have not just sat there and just listened to her all day or whatever it may be, but do you guys feel as if, and you could put it in the comments, that she should be held accountable? You could put tea time supporter yes, tea time supporter no, I don't feel like it. But like, do you at least feel like she should be held accountable for her actions?
Okay.
Because this is too much focus on Zia, and I don't understand that. Like y'all coming over here to sit there and focus on Zia and say how she's wrong and how she's not holding whomever else accountable. Truly, what is Zia supposed to do from her phone? If we're really being honest. And then you guys want to sit there and bring up Rasta. She has already sat there and said about Rasta that he should not have his camera on. So I don't know really what more it is that you want her to say or do about people who are choosing to be on lives, whether they have their cameras on or not, and be on TikTok. That's on them. She's bringing awareness to it, but you guys are too focused on Zia and whatever her and Tea Time got going on. Beef, no beef, whatever the hell it may be. But do you feel
Tea Time and
as a
I are
Tea Time
friends on
supporter they should be
TikTok.
held
That's the weird
accountable?
part. We're friends. She followed me. I followed her back. I don't understand what's going on here. Real quick, we do have
Somebody lost their life.
Princess and Kaidu. Oh, excuse me, Kay. Excuse me, Kay. Let's start with. I think I brought Princess up first. Princess, what are you thinking?
I think this situation is very tragic. I don't think y'all are serious right now. Because y'all just had a panelist up here who was driving and admitted to driving while it was on live, and you let him stay up here. So
was he holding the phone?
I'm not. I mean, it doesn't matter. He had
well, then why didn't TikTok flag? Why wasn't there a green screen?
Why didn't you drop him?
But the thing is, if TikTok didn't flag it, it's because it's within guidelines.
But you're talking.
Am I the police?
You're talking about bringing awareness, though.
Absolutely. And I also told him the same exact thing.
But we can't help but to think that it's a personal thing when someone was just up here driving on TikTok. And then y'all were comparing someone with a CDL.
Who is y'all? I didn't say that.
Like, what?
Didn't say that. Again, TikTok has specific guidelines, which is why people put up green screens. But if you're able to show that your hands free, TikTok does permit you to drive.
But you're the host of this live. He said he was driving.
Are you a Tea Time supporter?
No, I'm really not.
Okay, so whether you are or not, question, given the situation, do you feel that she should be held accountable for her actions?
Yeah, she should, but the thing is,
okay, so let's focus on that.
You asked me a question. I'm gonna reply. You can't host these lives and talk about accountability and have someone who's literally up here doing the same thing. What's the difference between Tea Time?
But I already explained the difference. I've already explained the difference. Because again, that's why Bluetooth is permittable. Bluetooth is permittable because it's considered hands-free.
You're not taking accountability as a host. Like, you're being hypocritical.
If it's hands-free and it's legal and TikTok permits it, what exactly is it that you wanted me to do?
But
you wanted me to go
if he was being
did you
I don't get
hold
what
on,
she's
love?
not getting. This man's not committing a crime.
It's not a crime.
He's not. Thank you. Like,
it's within guidelines and it's legal.
Like,
so
y'all
what
want to
exactly
push.
did you
Y'all
want me to do?
Want to push this onto something else? Like, awareness that somebody lost their life because somebody decided to interact with her live on TikTok.
No, awareness because y'all care so much about people driving and being on TikTok.
No, that wasn't the message.
Oh, we care about
that wasn't the message, Princess. I think you're confused. The message was when we're holding the phone and we're in the camera and we're we're driving. If you have a mount or you have a Bluetooth system, that's why we have Bluetooth installed in our car, because they know that we don't need to hold the phone. That's the difference.
Do you know how many seconds it takes for someone to get in a car accident? Like how long you have to look away from your phone?
I don't understand what your point is when we can clearly see that the phone was held in.
Because it's not the what, it's the who. If this wasn't Tea Time,
I wish I could right now. I know I was trying to look for it. Hold on, Princess. Hold that thought. I'm trying to get everyone on the panel to have an opportunity.
Right.
Whether they agree with me or not is not the point. Kay, welcome in, love. What are you thinking?
Thank you for having me up. I do not, in fact, agree with you. I thought we were focusing on the what and not the who.
That's exactly what we've been talking about.
It seems to me that every time somebody has something to say about her, i.e., the elderly man that was saying, oh, she's messy, or the couple of people up here, oh, she's messy, this, that, and the third, that was permitted. But anytime somebody comes up here in defense of her, they're dropped. I find that odd. And to piggyback off of what Princess was saying, you asked her, was he holding his phone? Well, I ask you, was he not?
He
Because the
wasn't.
camera was off. So at this point, it's
What? Oh,
argumentative.
you're talking about Kilo? I don't know
Yes.
because his camera wasn't on. So there's no way for us to know
Exactly.
that. But when your camera is on and we can see that, then it makes quite a bit of a difference.
Exactly. The fact that you didn't know whether he was holding it or not, he should have been dropped because he
Really?
admitted to being in the car on the phone.
So I'm going to
However, this is
assume.
absolutely how I would rather
Am I?
assume that he's
I'm
holding it
confused.
and
I'm
not.
confused on how we're pivoting and we're
This is
deflecting so
crazy
What?
much from the
work.
No,
prompt.
ma'am, I'm not pivoting
Bullshitting.
or
Oh,
deflecting.
absolutely you are.
I am not pivoting
Absolutely
or
you are.
deflecting. Believe me.
Listen,
Absolutely.
listen,
How am I?
listen.
How would I know if
Can
he
I?
was driving or if he was a passenger? And when
For
he was
proof of
speaking
what
without
he
his
He
camera
said
on,
because he said he
I'm
was driving.
confused.
Hold on, princess. I got you, baby. He said he was driving, beloved. He said it out
He
of his
said
own
that
mouth
after
that
I
he was
asked the
driving.
question, but essentially,
Right.
but also, does he have a Bluetooth system?
Whether okay, so you
That
can't have
makes
a
all the.
Bluetooth.
So, are you
So
saying
are
that you
you
don't
not
talk on your Bluetooth
capable?
while you're
Why
Are you
does the
not
driving?
car come
capable
with
of
Bluetooth?
holding your phone while it's
No.
connected to
Here
Why
you
does
go,
Bluetooth?
the
Chuck.
car come with Bluetooth?
It comes with Bluetooth to be hands free.
Exactly.
However, I
Exactly.
can grab
So
my
there's a way that
phone
you're
Okay,
able
while
to
so no.
you
communicate
can.
on your
No,
phone
you
with
So
guys,
these
come
no.
on.
guidelines.
Can we be
We
realistic?
are
No, we
You
are
beside
can
being
the
grab your
realistic.
point.
phone while it's connected to Bluetooth. That's just a fact.
We
So
don't
you don't
know
know
that.
whether he was holding it or not, which means he should have. Can I please finish? I promise
We
you.
know what you're saying and trying to get at.
So he should have been
Bypassing the fact
dropped.
that there's
But
proof of what it was
outside
that
of
T-Time was
that,
Because
doing.
it
can I
sounded
He's
like
not
he was
on
in a
camera
car.
with his face, with
I'm
his kid in the back
confused.
seat,
can I
fucking
please
trying to talk
finish?
some bullshit.
Can you play the video so
He
these
got Bluetooth for a
Oh
Can
reason,
I
yeah,
just
that's
please
like you
true.
do.
finish?
I mean,
he's
You
fumbling
you are
around
very
with
much
his
so
phone?
capable of being connected to the
Sorry
Bluetooth
he
and
ain't that
still have the
thirsty
phone
to
in your
have his
hand.
fucking face shown. We sorry.
You can do it.
We
What I'm
sorry.
saying is he admitted to driving
We
while
okay.
sorry.
talking to
But
us
listen, hold
on
on, hold on, hold on,
TikTok.
hold
That's
on, hold on.
He
besides the
should
Enough,
have,
point
enough,
because I
enough of
will
you is enough.
say if you have a Bluetooth system,
sweetheart.
that's why they're installed in vehicles so
I
you
agree.
can talk and be hands free. So if his
Absolutely.
camera's off and he's driving, how am I to know if he's holding the phone or not?
Exactly. Which means he should have been dropped as a preventative
Oh,
measure.
so now
However, this is not
because we
my
don't
point.
know.
No,
Kay,
exactly,
do you
because
do
we
that
don't
as well,
know.
Kay? Do
But
you
just
drop
to be
people if it sounds
safe,
like, hold on, Kay. Do you drop people if it sounds like they're in a car?
yeah,
Oh, you
I in
do.
fact do.
Come on
I
Why
in
now.
do I
fact
not
do.
believe you at
However,
all? Why
that's
do I not
fine.
believe you at all?
Guys,
That's okay, and that is completely fine. You do not have to believe me.
I don't.
What I am saying to you guys is that my issue is not about Kilo. Um, what I came up here to say initially was that you guys said this is about the what, not the who. Get out
Right?
of your feelings and stop thinking that this is a personal issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, you
it is
allow
a
people to
personal
come up
issue.
here and bash her constantly, and they're allowed to stay.
Oh, so we're
Hey, we're
gonna
not gonna
do.
do
When people
that.
take up
Oh,
for her,
I
We're
they
not
are
understand now.
gonna.
dropped.
So hold on, Kay,
Not with how many
respectfully.
times
Hold
T-Time's
on,
done that.
Perry. Oh, so I understand. So when it's done to other people, we should be all okay with it. Is that right?
No, what
You
I'm
see,
saying,
that's hold on, Kay. Hold
you
on,
said
Kay.
to
Hold on, hold
be
on, hold on, hold
That's
on,
my
Kay.
whole point. That's why
Hold
this
on,
shit about to
Kay.
go
Hold on,
down.
Kay.
you
I
said to
think
be
it's. I
serious
will
about the what.
say. I think it's interesting how quickly we can show no remorse for other people. How quickly we are condoning, dragging, bullying, talking shit about people. We're
Doxing.
okay with that, doxing. But when we're talking about a social issue, and we're not making this about her, we're talking about the responsibility of anybody with a car and a
And that's
phone.
exactly what I'm
Hold
saying. If
on,
it's not,
Kay. No, no, no. This is not that type of panel. It's interesting how quickly our standards change, the double standard, and now we're going to hyper focus in on the host who's at home in the bed, not driving, not even on camera. I should be on camera because I look good tonight, but I'm not even doing that because I really want to focus on how we can be more responsible. We have got to grow the fuck up. We have
Also,
got to
another
grow
thing
the fuck up.
so can I
to
finish?
add
Okay,
on to what
nice.
you're
Okay,
In just a
wait.
second.
hold on really quick, Kay. Also, another thing is for you to assume that the host is dropping people simply because they're in support of T and that that's the only reason is also biased on your end as well. She could be dropping people who are supporting T out of consideration for the
This is a
victim's
fact.
family.
You can see it.
Understand?
It's
But why you
Letting
I
ain't
you
have
say nothing
never
about the
exhaust.
listen.
disrespect?
Can I
Listen. When
say
you
a
come
question,
up
Wait,
here,
please? Let me
nah.
say.
hold on,
Where was
y'all.
your outcry
Hold on.
when
Let
they
me
came up here
clarify.
being
Hold
disrespectful?
on. Yeah, exactly. When you come
wasn't
up
here
here,
then.
hold on,
I
Kay.
don't know. Listen, I haven't
Kay, you
been
haven't been
disrespectful.
here.
I wasn't here.
So why
Right,
you
and you
speaking on
haven't,
it?
but you haven't been dropped,
Wait,
okay?
but you're
So
fully
again,
aware of the fact
hold on,
that
Perry.
the
Hold on, Perry. Again, Kay, you haven't been dropped at all. So what I'm saying to you is,
All right,
as
this
someone
is
who's having an adult conversation, anyone is permitted to come up. All I ask is speak about the social issue. Let's have an adult conversation about it. And that's it. Is that so challenging?
okay. Can I finish? Can I get a full statement out?
But I need you to be honest with your
I'm
statement.
I'm being 100%
Okay,
honest.
go ahead, Kay. You got
From
the
what
floor.
I have seen, can you mute Rasta,
Yeah,
please?
I got you. Hold on. All right, go ahead, Kay.
From what I have been seeing, whenever somebody comes up and they're like, "Oh yeah, man, because she messy as hell," or "Yeah, she talk about people all the time," and they are permitted to sit up here.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever somebody comes up here like it was a mistake, you know what I'm saying? Yes, she should be held accountable, but it was messed up. It shouldn't have happened. This, that, and the third. And they start taking up for her.
Nobody
They are
came and said
dropped.
that.
And
I,
excuse me, sir,
I
when you
don't
were
give a
but
speaking,
damn.
I
but
did
you're
Anybody
but
not
you're
came and
not
said
being
interrupt
that.
honest
you.
though,
I
Kay.
would appreciate the same respect.
But
Thank you.
Kay, the truth is you're just not being totally honest
What?
because
So
at
I'm
the
only
end,
being partially honest.
absolutely, you're being extremely
Please
impartial.
elaborate.
Because we have allowed everyone to come up. Some people 2-3 times who've been disrespectful. Someone has come up and try to post a picture of my mother. Absolutely, you're going to get dropped. My mother's on my page. I have nothing to hide. I have a beautiful black mother that I love dearly. But when you come up here with
Since your
intentions to not
boyfriend
have an
wants to
adult,
beat your ass,
oh,
bitch.
you got it. Here we go. There we go. See, Kate, you see how that works? When you come up here and you cannot hold yourself as an adult and have a respectful conversation, then you will be dropped. I don't mind the opposition. I don't mind anybody who's a fan of anyone. I ask you, what are you thinking? I don't say agree with me or I'm dropping you. I allow you to speak. So when I say you're being impartial, yes, you absolutely are. And that's evident with everything that's happened tonight.
I just don't
You didn't speak to
understand.
anything that I just said,
Mind you,
beloved.
somebody literally leaked photos of her mom, right? And she let them back up on the panel
I thought this
Absolutely.
wasn't
twice
about
after
Zia.
the fact.
I
She's
So
thought this.
making
it
I
was
thought we
not
were
really
You
focusing
about
made
on
it
the
bias.
about
what and
me,
not the
Kay.
who.
You made it about
No,
me.
Okay,
I.
So
can
that's
I
what
ask
they're
you
I
this
that's what
before
thought
they're
we
you
were
leave?
responding
focusing
to.
on the what and not the
But
who.
that's what you made it about.
I
So they're
said no, no.
responding.
I was referring to a situation or a few situations from what I've seen thus far,
Okay.
right? And in regards to whenever somebody comes up here and speaks highly of her or in support of her, they are dropped. And
Nope.
then whenever somebody comes up here to
Not
bash
true, Kay.
her,
You're
they
lying.
are not.
Kay, you're totally lying. It's
I'm,
not
I
about
am in fact
anyone.
not, baby. I'm a
Kay,
mini
you
queens. I
are
ain't never been a liar.
absolutely lying.
Baby, I'm a
Can I ask
mini
you a
queens. I've
question?
never
Kay,
been a liar.
but you're lying now.
Okay, can I ask you a question if you don't mind, ma'am? I want to
Go
ask you
for it.
something, okay? How can you come up here to defend somebody who did one of the most
Not defending
irresponsible
anybody.
things? Hold on. Let me finish. She did something very irresponsible. A lot of people know her from her lives, and she's been on here since COVID. A lot of y'all haven't. So she did something very irresponsible. And now it's going to be tied to this platform. And it might affect everybody on this platform.
Sweetheart, what's your question?
Wait, hold on. So how can you come up here and defend that when it was very irresponsible? Like, how can that even be defended? I don't give a fuck if it was Zia, Tea Time, Jana,
Absolutely.
Des, anybody.
Anybody.
If you fucking driving, you trying to host a motherfucking live, you hit and unalive somebody, you take what the fuck is dished out to you from that point on.
Okay,
I
at
don't
what
give
point
a
in time
fuck.
did I come up here and defend her or
Like,
her
this shit's
actions?
getting weird with y'all.
At what point? No, it's nothing I did was weird.
It's right
I'm very
now,
much
the
so
whole thing.
valid.
Why
At
y'all ain't
what
listen?
point in time? Tell me what
Yes,
I said in defense of her.
because
No, you said that I was defending her. Tell me what I said in her defense.
okay, all right. Well, hey,
You
listen,
said that. No, no,
there's
no,
a
no,
lot of things
no.
we
Don't.
can do at the same time.
You said that I was defending her. What did I say in her defense?
Well, I think the part that you were
Okay.
trying to
Hold
pivot.
on, Zia, please
Oh,
let him answer that.
sure.
Because
Yeah,
this was
let me
his
answer.
question.
Okay, okay,
At
okay.
what
I'll
point in
answer.
time was I defending her?
Okay,
What
I
did
can
I say in her
answer.
defense?
All right, now you got to shut up. You got to shut up so I can answer. That's how that works. Okay, when you came up here and you was talking about when people come up here and try to defend her, this, that, and the third, then you drop them. But what it wasn't people coming up here to defend her, just like you've been up here for a long time defending her, and you have not been dropped. It's when people come up here and act like fucking morons and talk shit and disrupt the panel. That's when they get dropped.
Okay, Zia, your comment said
So
that I'm attacking your
your
panel.
whole
Do you feel
rhetoric.
like I'm attacking your panel?
No,
No,
I'm no, Kay.
no,
I
it's
don't.
not attacking
Well,
the
I don't
panel.
think that. No, I
That's
wouldn't
what your
say
comments are
that.
saying.
Well, hold on, Kay, because you got to remember, people were entitled to their opinion. They will say egregious stuff, right stuff, wrong stuff, right? It's just an opinion. I think that instead of being hyper focused on what my responsibility was, it seemed as though you were ignoring what the actual topic was about. And as I've stated numerous times, we all have the same equal responsibility. But the difference is if I'm driving and I'm holding the phone, I have to be extremely careful, even to the point where it's negligent for me to do so because of my responsibility. That's it. It's not about me. It's not about T. It's about all have to just be more cautious. I don't understand how we can continue to pivot from the awareness of what's happened. This
Okay,
could
I
literally be any of
100%
us.
The
agree
fact
that
of
we
the
should
matter
focus
is,
on the
I'm
what
sorry,
and
Kay.
not the
I'm gonna
who.
say something, Kay. The fact of the matter is, Zia and Kay, because you mentioned this also, y'all just don't like the messenger when it comes to this. Y'all don't like the
My
messenger,
first
but
time
at
ever
the
seeing
same
her.
time, what'd you say?
Respectfully, this is my first time ever seeing her. Ever.
Seeing Tea Time or Zia?
Zia.
Okay.
I'm new to
For
TikTok.
everybody
Welcome
else,
in,
Respectfully,
everyone.
this is my very first
I'm
time ever
new.
seeing her.
I'm new. It makes sense.
okay. For everybody else, they don't like the messenger. But I've never seen any of these people who are coming up here trying to defend Tea Time, whatever it may be, go up on her panel and try to defend Zia at all with
Hey,
anything.
you
And
know
the
what?
fact of the matter is, hold on. The fact of the matter is that what we're talking about right now is the truth. Other stuff about Zia, about Rasa, whatever, are rumors, speculations. Some stuff true, some stuff's not. Whatever the hell it may be. But right now, we're talking about a man who lost his life. That's what we're talking about. We all know that there are ways to communicate through a phone in the car and be hands free and off camera. We can be on TikTok lives if we're not touching our phone and we're just listening through our speakers, like we listen to a podcast, a sermon, music, talk on the phone, whatever it may be. You're able to legally do it if you are not sitting here touching your phone. We saw this woman sit there on her camera juggling with her phone as she hit and ran over somebody and unalived him. A
Right.
59-year-old man. That is the focus, not the
And
fact that
let's
it's
just
Zia that is
remember,
hosting it.
but
This
let's
man
just
lost
think
his
about it like
life.
this, right? Whether it was that man, let's try to imagine if it was our mother or a child or our favorite cousin. It's not about the person. It's just the fact that we just got to be more careful. That's
Exactly. So
it.
all I was asking is, I thought that you said that we were focusing on the what and not the who, and then
That's
you
what I've
allowed
been
people
talking
to.
about this whole
Can I
time.
finish?
Kay, have you been here?
I'm telling you, I told you a minute ago that I haven't been here from the beginning, beloved.
Oh, okay. Then
So
let
then
me
how
All
are
I'm
you
finish.
coming with
saying
such
is,
strong
when I
opinions?
came in, I was very respectful when you were speaking, ma'am. I completely muted up. What I'm saying is, when I came in, you said that we were focusing on the what and not the who, and then proceeded to allow other people come up that were bashing her and focus on the who. It
No,
was
now
cool.
you're
I'm
focusing
just
on the
hold on.
who because I asked people,
Zia,
what are
can I
your
please get
thoughts?
out? Can I
No,
please get
Kay,
out a thought?
because listen, Kay,
You
I
cut me
asked,
off
what
every
are your
time,
thoughts? Just like you're having your thoughts, people have their own opinion.
and
I'm not here to police
that's
opinion.
fine. But you're not telling them that we're focusing on the what.
Go
You're
ahead.
not telling
Who
them
But
that
you
we're
know
in
what?
here
focusing.
That's
talking
Excuse
okay.
me, we're
shit?
It's
not
the
focusing.
Hold
hypocrisy.
on,
Hold
Wait
on.
a
Can I
Okay.
minute.
finish?
hold
Can I
on. Let
please
her
The
finish?
finish.
Because
Let her
Martin, I
hypocrisy
finish.
is
still got, I
insane.
still
What's
want to
that?
know
Give
what
me
I
one
said
second.
in defense of her, Martin.
The
I'm still waiting for
hypocrisy
Okay,
you.
is
Still
okay.
ain't answered that
insane.
question.
What are we
Listen,
talking
yeah, I did.
about?
But listen, Kay, here's the
You
problem.
still haven't answered
You
that
know what? You
question.
know, hold on, Kay. Here's
Nah,
the
hold
problem.
on, because we can reverse that question. Who did you hear coming here bashing her?
Thank you. That was gonna be my
A
question.
couple
What
people.
has been said
Who?
was
What did they
A
say?
couple. I can't
What did they
remember
say?
names. Maybe it's
Well,
been
name
'What
one.
seventy-five
did
Can
they
you
people in
say?
name
here.
one?
But I guarantee you,
or at least
What
what
did they
she
say?
Can
saw.
you
What
name
did they
one
say,
person,
man?
Kay?
I
What
can't
did they
tell you
One?
what their
say?
name is, but I can tell you exactly what they said.
What they
What he
say?
Okay.
said was he was an older man, and I could hear by his voice. He came in here and he said, we're not gonna act like tea time, just not messy as hell.
Is that true or
Let
false?
me finish, please. Thank you, Lord. I just want to complete a thought. He came in here and he said, we're not gonna act like tea time, not messy as hell. She talk
Mm-hmm.
about folks all the time. She doing this and she doing that. And then now that it's time to talk about her, y'all got a problem with it. Is what he said.
And
Okay.
Let me excuse
how is
me.
that
I'm
Is
bashing
not
that
somebody?
done.
No.
is
How
that
is that
Excuse.
bashing
true? Is
Oh
that
my
somebody?
false?
God.
Hold on. But Kay, the difference is it true or is that false?
But I thought
Because
we were focusing
but
on the
but but
what?
but Kay, we cannot
Okay, but hold
just
on.
like
Let me say
how
this. Let me say this.
no, hold on, no, hold on one
I thought
second.
we were
What
focusing
is
on the
the who?
what and not the
But Kay,
who.
you
Oh, you
keep
being
centering the who and
disingenuous.
not the what. You're the one actually doing it in real time. You as you're
And it's
sitting up
not.
here, hold on, Kay. As you actually are sitting up here trying to advocate or for whatever the case may be, right? That's your stance. Respected. Hey,
I'm
that's
not
how you feel.
advocating.
Kay, stop interrupting me, please. But you're the one that's actually making it more about the who than the what. In addition to that, people are going to have an opinion. We cannot then say to the people who have an opinion that they're wrong for having an opinion when the entire platform of Messy Talk is about having an opinion about somebody else. We have got to stop with the double standards and the hypocrisy. It makes zero sense at all.
Baby, the hypocrisy is loud and clear in this room.
I know
The
I'm looking at it right
contradictory,
now, Kay.
the
The
It's you.
contradictory
hypocrisy
statements
is
is
you're
what's loud
calling
and
It's you,
clear in
something
this
Kay.
that's
room.
true
Kay,
The
it's
hypocrisy
you.
is
bashing.
here.
It's not bashing.
Hey,
Everything he
I,
said was
so
He's
Zia,
factual.
saying is
I just want
accurate.
you to
Just
hey,
not
hold
say
on,
it.
Trav. Hey, Trav, real quick.
Go ahead and
Zia,
handle
you
your
know what the
business, bro.
problem is?
Everything that
Because
I'm
he
The
saying
talking
is
about
problem
you and what
is
factual
you
truth.
said.
Okay,
wait, no,
let
hold
me
on.
ask you
Hey,
this.
hey, hey.
Zia,
Hey,
did you
no, no,
or
no, no,
did you
no, no,
not
no.
Well,
say
This
we
is
hold
were
the
on.
way we talk
focusing?
it.
Well, hold on a second, Kay.
Okay,
Hold on one second,
hold
Kay.
on.
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna tell you this is the problem with this whole subject. Because the what is the who. You understand what I'm saying? We're talking about a situation that happened involving someone that somebody knows. So it's not like somebody's bringing her name and say, "Oh, this could have been Tea Time. This could have been Zia. This could have been anybody that hosts is alive." But what happened? What the whole deal is Tea Time was hosting a live, and she hit a man and unalived it. Okay, so the what is the who, and there's no way you can
Ask all
disassociate
of you
that.
guys a
So her
question.
name is going to be brought up. Hold on, listen, please. Her name is going to be brought up, and it's going to be brought up several times because it's focused at her. And if you can't understand that, then you're grown up and groaning. It's just that fucking simple. So yeah, her name's going to be brought up. It could have been anybody, and that's why
Okay,
I
that's
said
the
what the
second
fuck I
time.
said.
Okay, that's the second time that you disrespected me. There will not be a third. The first time you told me to shut
How
up.
did I disrespect?
Excuse me. I muted when you were speaking. I would appreciate the same
Yeah, but
fucking
I just
respect.
asked you a question.
And now I'm
You
answering it.
directed something
Mute
to
up.
me, and I asked you a
I'm
question.
answering. I can't answer it if you don't be quiet. That'll be the last time that you disrespect me. The first time you told me to shut up. This time you calling me a fucking child. Watch your mouth, because I never disrespected you. Thank you. Now, as
No,
to
wait,
what I
hold
was
on. Let
saying,
me
but
clarify something
excuse
real
me,
quick. Can I
I'm
clarify
not.
something real
No,
quick
you
before you go
stopped.
forward?
You can I finish my thought?
No,
Wait,
because you said
actually,
I did something
both of
I
you,
did
hold
not
on
do.
for a second. Trap, are you there?
Yeah.
Is a moderator
Yeah.
here?
Yeah,
There's people
Yeah,
that are doxing in the comments, and that needs to be moderated. I just wanted to say that.
they're what?
They're leaking
Mm.
somebody's
all
government
right,
news.
let me
I don't know
clarify
who it
something.
belongs to, but somebody's being leaked up here.
Okay. Now, as to what I was saying before,
Let me
I
let me
thought that,
let me
hold on,
clarify something
Zia,
real
did
quick.
you
Let me
not
clarify
say
something real
that we were focusing on the what
Just
and
let
not
her
the
finish
who?
her thought. And Martin, you did
Yeah,
tell her
let's
to
let her
shut up.
land real quick and
Let
let's
her
try to
finish
be
her thought.
respectful so we can have a balanced conversation. That's all I ask. Go ahead,
Zia, just
Kay.
start using timers. Go
Okay,
ahead and put some
Zia,
I
timers
think
on.
it. Yeah, I think she deserves a
there's, I'm
timer.
about to drop. There's no need for a timer with me. I'm gonna make this really quick. Zia, did you not say that? Okay.
Hold on. Go. I can hear you. Go ahead, Kay.
All right. Did you not say that we were focusing on the what and not the who? Is that not what she said, ladies and gentlemen?
Shit.
And then people proceeded to come up here and focus on the who, and then it was a problem. I mean, then it was okay when they were bashing her. But if people came up in support
That's not what
of,
happened, Kay. I'm confused why you
okay,
keep trying
it's
to spin that narrative.
I'm not there's
You're
not a narrative
actively
when you
This is
doing
finish
it
the
in
getting.
real
fact.
time, and you have still yet to be
I
dropped. So I
cannot
don't know
wait
why you keep doing
until
that.
the blogs
Okay.
replay this.
Hey,
Can
listen,
we say
you're
Y'all
forgetting a
Kay,
have
very
can I
to
just
crucial you're forgetting a very crucial part of the conversation here, right? When people were coming up and speaking on her character and saying, "Oh, she's messy, she's this and that," that's because the conversation did direct towards whether or not she should be extended grace. So people are allowed to come up and rebuttal and say, "I personally don't feel like I should extend her grace because of her personality, because of her problematic nature." Nobody was just allowed to come up here and just shit on her character and not talk about what actually happened, not acknowledge the victim, and then just hop off the panel. That's not what happened.
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
y'all are
we.
justifying somebody unaliving. It's kind of wild, bro.
Mind you, there's only one person that has came up like on that side that has even remotely even apologized for what happened to the victim and their
yeah.
family.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else has acknowledged it at all.
Hi everyone.
No,
Out of the box before she was
Welcome
able
that's
in,
to
right.
love. We do have two new people, as y'all
Sorry,
know. I do
hypocrite.
like to
Let
let
50-year-old go first.
everyone have a voice. I'm not going to be up here too much longer. I got to get ready to go, but I do want to welcome y'all to 50-year-old, and we also have a hypocrite finder. Let's start with 50. What you got, Mom?
Hi. Well, my thing is, I think we all should be able to express our feelings however we feel. From Messy Talk, we've talked about people essay, DV, children, abuse. We've talked about FWA, and her assault on her baby daddy. We've talked about everything. We've doxed everybody, background, foreground. We've done the most. So I don't understand why this is a problem for a conversation on someone else too. We've even gotten to a conversation that T led about somebody unaliving their child. And for me, I don't even think T would be okay with us trying to silence people, in my opinion. From what I know about her, I've heard her say, I'm from Messytok. If they pull up stuff about me, I'm in this and I know what comes with it. But the only thing that I've been thinking about, because I started with this conversation earlier today with Manny, and people were trying to sentence her and say what charges she can get, just giving their opinion. But then I started thinking something is very interesting about this. There's two sides to it. I can't agree that T was neglectful driving with the kids in the car, for one, because they could have been hurt. Their life could have been taken. Her life could have been taken. So we have to be honest and say that this was possible for her. And we could be talking about the unaliving of somebody that we have all appreciated on this panel, right? So, but then I started thinking, why is this gentleman in the street in the middle of the night? So I'm gonna say, and I'm just assuming.
Nah. We can't do that though. We
Please
can't do
allow
that.
me to finish.
Yeah,
If
let's
y'all
let
want
her
to have an
land, y'all. Let's
adult
let her land.
conversation, just allow me to finish and hear where I'm coming from.
Right.
Okay?
Go ahead. You got it.
Thank you so much. So I'm saying, and it may not be in the middle of the night, but it looked as if it was dark. So my thing is, it's something that either one of us could have experienced, not just being neglectful, but there are people that are in the street and or I also maybe crossing the street illegally. We don't have all of the details, and that's the same point that I was making one Sunday when we were talking about FWA and everybody wanted to put her under the prison. Until you have all of the details, it's okay to have the open dialogue from whatever perspective that you choose. But until we have all the details, we can't just say that she's fully culpable because we don't know what the pedestrian was actually doing in the
That's
middle
a
of the
valid
street.
point. That is a
Yeah,
valid. We
That's
don't
exactly.
victim
know.
blaming.
That's
The
Yeah,
valid.
because
guy.
I'm
We
gonna
don't
say
know.
this. I'm gonna say this one thing.
That's
One
victim
day,
blaming.
But we don't know those
It's not.
things. What?
It's not. It's asking you to have
Bro,
an open mind and look.
you're comparing somebody jaywalking with somebody actively being on their phone, and like you just said,
But
ma'am, putting
jaywalking is
not
illegal
only
too, sir. But if I'm finna tell
ma'am,
you,
Wait,
ma'am,
if you
hold on,
allow me
pedestrian.
to finish,
wait,
can we
hold on,
have
because we
adult
did go over the
conversations where
law.
we
We
don't have
went
to?
over the law earlier, though, ma'am. Jaywalking or not, you have an obligation to hit your
I
brakes for a pedestrian.
understand, but just listen to what I'm
It's not
saying.
Legally,
his
ma'am,
fault.
Well, I think
pedestrians
what
I
she's,
never
have.
but
said
hold on,
that. I
y'all.
never said that T did
But I
anything
think
was
what
right.
she's saying is we don't have enough context information. There was a man
Exactly.
walking at night. I mean, we
And
don't really
Acknowledging
if I
know.
somebody
I
can,
was
mean,
on
that
Host,
is
if I
wait,
can be
fair.
wait,
allowed
wait,
to finish, and then
Okay,
maybe that,
hey,
Host, if
a
I'm
you just
allowed to
gotta
pedestrian.
finish,
Let's allow
understand.
her to land, and then we'll go down to
thank
hypocrite.
you
I don't
so
think
much,
they've been able to
Host.
speak.
Thank you
Wait,
so much. Because I don't like to. I really don't like to scream over people. It
Oh, you
really
gotta land
triggers
your
me.
plane too, though.
Well, I'm finna land my plane, and the host just asked you to allow me to finish. So I was thinking about an experience that I had when I was driving down a boulevard at night, and a person on a bicycle shot out across the street at in front of me,
Was you on your
running.
phone?
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah,
Are y'all
exactly. Great question,
adults?
bro.
Are you
Great
fucking
question.
adults? Ask
Cause
the
you going
question
into
when I'm
some
fucking
bullshit.
She can
finished. You
land her
fucking
plane. Let her land her
ignoramus.
plane.
Damn.
Mm.
I'm just drawing a fucking picture for you to visualize what I'm talking about. So I was driving down a boulevard, and a person on a bicycle shot across the street, just ignoring completely the stop sign, in dark colored clothes with no lighting on their bicycle, which is the law in Texas, right? Had I been looking at my phone and me myself being irresponsible, just as irresponsible as they were, I could have unalived that person. So the point that I'm making is, you don't know what the other person did to also be responsible in this. Y'all gonna call it victim blaming if you want, but sometimes you do have some responsibility to protect your own life. Am I saying that he's at fault? He can also be just as culpable as T is. It can be 50-50, because maybe he shouldn't have been jaywalking. Maybe and we know for sure certain that she shouldn't have been on her phone. That's all I'm saying. We don't know all of the details. That's the only thing. So before we say this is completely her fault and she deserves the unaliving penalty, let's just have the conversation, because we know a lot of people who do be on TikTok on their phone. That's all I'm saying.
Fair
Don't just
enough.
throw her under the jail. That's the
Okay,
only point
ma'am,
that I'm making.
ma'am.
Man, get
Yes.
her off
And
the
you know what?
phone.
I agree with you 100%, but this is the one thing you do have to look at, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have to look at state law. And some state laws, let's take the state of Nevada, okay? If you jaywalk in Nevada and somebody hit you and unalive, you just an unalive duck.
Mm-hmm.
If you out in the middle of the street and no, it could be in the middle of the day and somebody hit you in the state of Nevada, you just an unalive duck. It is what it is. That's why the police are so harsh
Right.
in
Or
Vegas. If you
jaywalkers.
jaywalk, hold
I
on, let me
agree.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Some states, like the state I'm in, California,
Mm-hmm.
a person can run out in the middle of the freeway and you hit them and unalive them.
Mm-hmm.
Go park your car, wipe your handprints out of it, and report your car stolen, because you are responsible. Because pedestrians have the
Have the
right
right
of
of way.
way
Okay, I agree.
anywhere.
I agree, but
So
that's the point
we
that I'm
have to
making.
look
We
at,
don't know.
I
But
think you
that's just
made a
the point
valid
I'm
yeah,
point,
making,
though. I
sir.
think that was
We don't.
valid.
Right. So
I
the point
do.
that I'm making is, we don't
We
know
just
what
don't.
he was actually doing, because
Right.
he could have just been walking on the side of the road with the flow of traffic, but in all dark clothes. He
Right.
could have been in all black
Ma'am,
clothes and she didn't see
Your
that's
him at
point would
all.
assuming
be valid if
if she wasn't
she didn't
breaking
have
the
her
law
phone. If she wasn't on her
herself.
phone and just
It's
driving,
still
it would be
valid.
valid.
It's still
No,
valid
it's
No,
that
it
we
not.
wouldn't
don't
But
be.
I
know.
No,
It's
it
think
would
the
clear
not
It's
she
be
was
still
valid.
not paying
valid.
I
attention.
mean,
It's
but
still valid.
It's not valid. If
It
you're
is
running, no,
valid that
Absolutely.
listen,
we
listen.
don't know
Absolutely.
If
what he
you're
was
running into the
doing.
middle of the street and you're 100% focused,
It
do you
doesn't
think you would have
negate
time
what
to stop?
she did,
If she was
sir.
on her phone, do you think this would have happened?
It doesn't negate.
Absolutely
It
not.
still could have, if he
It
had
could
on
have, but
dark
she would have
color.
been more alert. Yes or no?
It could have if he
It
would have
could
had
have.
on
No. Would she have been more
if
alert and
he had on
100%
dark
alert?
clothes and she didn't see him
It
at
don't
all.
matter. Would she have been
It
more alert
does
than she
matter.
was being on the phone?
No, because my daughter was in an accident.
See,
It
now
wasn't
you
on
on some
her phone,
bullshit.
and
That's
she
why
hit
we be on this fucking app, bro.
car that
She
was in a
sounds like
dark
she would
spot.
Well,
justify
hold
drinking
on,
and
y'all.
driving.
Let's get
Hey,
Hypocrite in here
50.
so they can be part of the conversation as
Thank you,
well.
thank you
Hey,
for bringing
50.
me up, and I
Real
appreciate
quick.
I
Of
appreciate
Like I
y'all
course,
for the
of
say,
gifts.
course, babe.
Thank you,
Of course,
thank
of
you.
course. Hypocrite, welcome in. What are you thinking?
Hello, host.
Hello.
What I think is that Martin tried to get some pussy from Tea Time, and she said, "No, you bell pepper sucking ass bitch." And the host, you look like a
Hold on.
backward.
oh,
What did
wow.
she say?
What the
She
fuck?
She
said
think
something
I
about
tried to,
bell
What I said
peppers.
earlier, it was probably one of her tricks.
Whatever
Oh.
she
she
said
said,
don't make sense.
What did
she
she
said
say?
I
She
tried
said
to
bell
get
pepper
some
pussy. What?
Bell.
Oh,
She
don't believe
called
No,
it.
no,
it,
no.
I don't know who she called it to,
Oh,
but
yeah.
Bell,
Go
she
ahead.
said,
Can I
Ming's fine.
can I chime in
I'll
real
add
quick?
people up because I don't understand what's going on. I heard something about
well,
bell
you know what it
peppers.
is? First of all, I ain't never tried to get no punani from Tea
Oh, she
Time.
said you try to get at tea.
Yeah, that I tried to get some from. I never tried to get nothing from
Oh.
her. I stopped going to her panel because
Even if you
you
did,
start
who
treating a whole
cares?
lot of people. And it's like, man, I don't want to be involved in it. It's like if you start treating a bunch of people real dirty for no fucking reason, I'm just going to remove myself from the situation. I don't have to come over here.
Thank
I have full
you.
control of where the fuck I go. And when people start getting messy and full of bullshit, I just remove myself from it. Now you don't have no control over the people that come up on your panel and they start the shit they start. You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But if you start getting messy and all that shit, I'll leave. I'm not fucking with you. And it's no
Mm-hmm.
harm, no foul. Just I'm gonna remove myself from the situation. I've like I said, COVID hit and TikTok became a huge adult situation because of COVID. Okay. Tea Time was here. There was a lot of people that was hosting a lot of lives. And so like Tea Time shit was always messy. Always. So I was like, man, I ain't fucking with this shit. This broad messy as fuck. So I'm out of here. And no, I never tried to get at her, never tried to nothing. I just like, no, I'm not finna do this like this. This is crazy. There's other people that have lives where it's a lot of fun. That's when we
Mm-hmm.
started the karaoke lives. And we was having a fucking ball. Like there's all kind of topics and subjects you can do with this here platform, and it's up to the host on what they want to do. I think this is probably one of the best conversations we can ever have because this is a real time conversation. This is a real time conversation because many of people host lives. Zia, Rasta, there's many people that come up in here that do host their own lives. Now, guess what you get to see? You get to see what can fucking happen if you're hosting a live while you're driving your vehicle. And I
Mm-hmm.
think this is one of them conversations that's hard because it's somebody that a lot of people know. And a lot of people, just like I tell Zia all the fucking time, you got people who really respect you and care about you.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're going to always have people that's going to come to your defense. But then you got the haters who hate to see your success. It's the weirdest
That's
shit
true.
in the world, especially in our community. Nobody hates Tea Time. Nobody wants to see her go through this. But guess what? The only thing in life that needs explanation is dumb shit. So when you do dumb shit, you got to come up with an explanation of why you did the dumb shit. Smart shit never needs to be explained.
Quince, you got your hand raised. And then Ming.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Jaywalking, whatever. I mean, if you guys are upset, I don't understand what's been said thus far that's so egregious. That has all these people up in arms, and you got to come up here and lay your shield and sword down for this lady. But if you think this is bad, if this does make it to trial, do you think the prosecutor is going to be sparing her any type of like anything, bro? They're going to go at her hard. The
Hell
facts
no, they're
are
gonna make an example out of her.
exactly. The facts are. If you look at the video, her face was directly in the screen. As everything happened, you can see her fumbling around with her phone. I don't know what handheld device where it instantly transfers from there onto your phone. But you guys sound like the type of people who justify drinking and driving to your friends because you don't want to spend money on an Uber. This is insane. Like, come on, man. A dude lost his life. Kids are now losing their grandmother. Her kids are gonna lose their mother. Y'all sitting up here talking about, oh yeah, but we gotta cut her some slack. Da da da. This is why people continue to do things like this, right? Because when things like this do happen, you have an army of people who just come up and they wanna act like, oh, everything's gonna be fine. She made a mistake. Yeah, she made a mistake and she has to be held accountable for it.
And the
Nobody.
fact that she used the green screen, bro. Just the simple
Exactly.
fact that
You're
she used the
purposely
green,
drinking it.
she knew what she was doing when she was doing it because she used the green screen, bro. Like they are not going to have no sympathy for her, bro. They're not. It's nothing you can spend because, like you were saying, even if the person was jaywalking or whatever, it doesn't matter if she wasn't on the phone, period, on a green screen, trying to play like she wasn't driving, she would have been able to see that person. But because she
Exactly.
was hyper focused on her live and driving and trying to manipulate and trick TikTok into thinking that she wasn't driving is the reason why they're going to make an example out of her. I don't
Hey,
care who gets up
graphic.
on here and says whatever they got to say about this lady. She was wrong as two left shoes, and now she's getting ready to pay for it.
Graphic, let's
That's
really
it.
talk about it, bro. Let's really talk about it. If you really want to blame anybody, blame the idiot supporters who are coming up here. She was doing all of that to keep you dummies entertained. You drove this lady to the point where she had to go and do that on her live to keep y'all entertained. Let's talk about the people who were up there or in the comments and knew she was driving. None of y'all held her accountable then, right? Nobody wanted to speak out like, hey, T, you're not only putting yourself at risk, other people, the people in the car with you, but now that, she's got to deal with the consequences of her actions, y'all want the world to take it easy on her. It's
See, and then
actually your fault, your part to blame why this lady put herself in this
and then
Well,
predicament.
they've
we
been
was
Because you
trying to
want
get
to
Ming into the conversation because Z already said that she was next.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like Sequin, I don't know how to say your name, sorry, bro, but he's right. Darren Lucas isn't going home. Like his family isn't never going to see him again. And like we're talking about the Bluetooth hold hand and how that's legal and all that stuff. I don't really feel like that matters, even if it is legal. This lady was on her phone, like he said, face in the phone, talking on TikTok live. Like that, it doesn't matter if if she had it up planning on the dashboard or not. You should not be on your phone. That is distractive driving. That is distracting driving. That's what that is, point blank period. And to the older lady who said, well, we don't know all the facts. We don't know everything that happened. We saw her on her phone with her face in the phone while driving, and she said, oh shit, I just hit somebody. Like that's a fact. We saw it in video 4K from her point of view. So for y'all to be like, we don't know if he had on black, not y'all, for her to be like, oh, we don't know if he had on black clothing. We don't know what do. But if you weren't on your phone, that would minimize the risk of you hitting somebody. If your eyes are on the road and you actually watching what you're doing, that would minimize the risk of you hitting someone. That's why you have a driving, especially if you're on an iPhone, you have a driving mode that clears and quiets every single notification you get. That's like, so for y'all, for her to be like, oh, we don't know if he had on dark color clothing. We don't know all the facts. We saw her on her phone in 4K.
Well,
Y'all,
here's the other thing that
hold on, Martin, real quick, y'all. I didn't plan to be on live too long tonight. Thank you, everyone.
You don't want to let Love talk real quick?
I gotta go. But I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you, everyone who joined us, even the opposition. Hey, it's only fun with you here. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow.
Amazing. It makes me feel inspired.